Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
We are learning Mishna Nedarim, Parak Test, Chapter 9, Mishnah Vav, Mishnah 6. Paischin b'yamim tovim v'shabbosos. We may make an opening for a person who made a neder through Shabbos and Yontif. This can be your Pesach. A certain type of neder, you can use Yontif and Shabbos as the opening for annulling the vow, for annulling the neder. So, for example, let me read you how they explained it here. If someone made a neder to fast or not eat meat for a period of time, and that period of time includes Yontif or Shabbos, that was his neder. He made a neder not to eat meat. He's going to fast, over X amount of days, and that time includes a Yontif or a Shabbos. So we say to him, had you known that a Yontif or Shabbos would fall during the period of your neder, would you have made the neder?
No.
Depends what he answers. If he answers no, then we can annul the neder. Clearly, on Shabbos and Yontif, it's forbidden to fast. It's clearly appropriate. It's proper to eat meat. So by reminding him that his neder prevents him from properly enjoying Shabbos and Yontif, provide him with an opening that can be used to annul his neder. Okay, so we have a very straightforward halacha here. If at the end of the day, the person says, if I would have realized, he was, I guess, in some ways, in the case of Shabbos, it's a little bit hard. Shabbos is every week. But I'm saying, like for Yontif, like he said, I'm doing it for a certain amount of time. And we said, again, halachically works by Shabbos too. But, he makes a neder for X amount of time. And we say to him, did you realize that Yontif is going to happen during that period of time? If you would have realized that, you still made a neder, and he says, I didn't realize that, I wouldn't have made the neder. Then you have yourself a Pesach. And the same thing if you can work that out with Shabbos also. At the end of the day, the fact that, Shabbos or Yontif is included within the time period of his neder, and that neder would not allow him to observe Shabbos or Yontif in the proper way. And he says, if I would have realized that, if I would have realized that when I made my neder, I never would have made it. It's an appropriate Pesach. So now the Mishnah continues. Now originally, they used to say regarding this halacha we just said, all those days, meaning Shabbos and Yontif, are permitted, and the other days are forbidden. Meaning, the Pesach was what? If you would have known that you can't eat, that Yontif is going to fall within the time of your neder, never would have made the neder. Because, I never would have made the neder. All right, so we have a Pesach, we make an opening. How far does that opening go? His weekday, the neder, an application to the weekdays, he's fine with that. It's the fact that the neder is going to disturb Shabbos and Yontif. Okay, so originally the sages said, you know what? His neder is annulled regarding Shabbos and Yontif, because that's where he says regarding that he says I never would have made the neder, but regarding the other days he would have made the neder, and therefore the Pesach only allows an annulment for where the Pesach would apply, which is Shabbos and Yontif. Ad Shabbat Rabbi Akiva, until Rabbi Akiva came, Veliman and taught Shaneder Shutar Miktsasai, a neder that is partially annulled, hutar kulai, the whole thing is annulled. A neder that part of it has become permitted, the whole thing becomes permitted. When you make a neder, right, you make a neder for the whole time. That was your neder, that's your intention. And you don't intend for the neder to only work part-time. According to your when you make a neder, you want it to be complete. And if it comes out that part of it is not complete anymore because part of it has a Pesach to say, I never would have made a neder regarding this, and you're ready to say that regarding part of it, the neder is annulled, then the rule is the whole neder is annulled. Because when a person makes a neder, I'll read it to you from the bottom, when a person makes a neder, we assume that he wants it to be effective in its entirety or not at all. Thus, if part of the neder is annulled, the entire neder is automatically annulled. And therefore, the Pesach for Yontif and Shabbos will annul the neder in its entirety, and you can go back to eating meat anytime you want. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Rabbi.